I wanted to use this opportunity to actually do a hands-on explanation of some simple editing tools in animation. This scene here is a moment where I used a mask on one character to retime when their reaction was to another character. So right now you're seeing my timeline. Just for the purposes of this tutorial, this is not the original timeline. I'm just using a final QuickTime of my moment. But what I'm gonna do is duplicate the video one layer into a video two layer, so I have two layers to work with. One being my main layer, the other one is gonna be the V2 layer is gonna be my mask layer. So I'm gonna start that here. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna make a little bit of a made an in and out point. Um, I'm going to duplicate this. I'm holding Option and Shift to make another layer of it. And then I'm going to show you what the masking looks like. Selecting my top clip on the timeline. Now in my effect controls, I usually start with a circle. And in this case, it's Sheila. So I make a little circle around Sheila. And then back, if you look at my lap, this one, if I mute the video layer here, you see that I'm highlighting her here. So if I go back, unmute, there she is there. There's my mask. So I think the action that I want to isolate her is this little like squirm here. So in this scene, I think originally the action of Sheila's little squirm there happened at a certain point, but we wanted to kind of delay it so it happens kind of like almost sandwiched in with Irene's line, and then the reaction, and then Lincoln comes in. So what I'm gonna do now that I've isolated her, switch back to here. If I shift this around, that's gonna change where the reaction is and play.
Carter! There you are, man.
So if that's obvious, if that's clear what's going on there, I'm moving her reaction to be a little bit different.
Carter! There.
When that was slightly different than what the original one is. Here's the original.
Carter! There you are, man. Ready to go.
So it might be a little hard way of kind of showing it, but that's basically one of the very common tools that I use and other animation editors use. Even on Final Animation, it's super easy to do that kind of stuff when you have static backgrounds and especially characters that are static in a scene. Sometimes you can even take a pose, freeze on it for a few more frames, and then delay it. So sometimes I will maybe that first instance of that pose of that face, if I wanted her to stay on that face for a half a second longer, I could copy those single frames using that mask that I just created, copy and paste 6 more frames. We're talking 24 frames a second, so 12 frames would be a half a second, and then roll it back out so that the media as is happened, but I'm isolating her, so I'm kind of delaying when she's making that face. So it's a fun tool. I use it at both the animatic and the picture editing stage. Animatic stage, sometimes you could be a little rougher with your masks, so a simple circle work. In this case, the simple circle did work because the rest of her body stays static. But if I was just trying to like change her face expression, I might just highlight the face. Sometimes you actually gotta be a little bit more of a compositor and do some rotoscoping. And generally, to this point in my career, I've done most of that kind of by hand without any assistive tools. I know some of the capabilities of Premiere and Avid and After Effects, if you're using that kind of thing for this type of tool, can do that kind of stuff. Automatic masking and automatic tracking. But to this point, I've used versions of Premiere that don't have that built in. So it's all been manual. On this show, I did a lot more than I was used to doing at the animation stage. Cullen, as a showrunner, was very particular about the animation acting and doing the best we could to improve what was done, retime stuff in the edit, and then any kind of plussing of the acting was kind of given as a note and given to an animator to adjust. Sometimes those went hand in hand. So that's just one little interesting thing about animation editing that I actually get to kind of show hands on.